The camera drifts through an endless sea of darkness. Stars shimmer like scattered embers, their faint glows pulsing in the void. The narration begins not with certainty but with a question: how can something exist that should not? Out there, beyond the maps of modern astronomy, a single star flickers in defiance of time. It burns with a strange, inconsistent rhythm, like the heartbeat of a dying god refusing to fade. Every law of physics says it should have been cold, collapsed, extinguished long before human life began. Yet its light still bleeds through the cosmic night, as if challenging the universe itself to explain its endurance. Telescopes first captured its glow almost by accident, during a routine survey of distant stellar clusters. At first, the readings seemed like an error, a glitch, a flicker of data caused by interference or faulty calibration. But the star kept appearing, unwavering, burning in a part of the sky where nothing should remain alive. It was like finding a candle still burning in the ruins of a forgotten world. The scientists who first noticed it tried to dismiss it, but something about that lonely spark refused to be ignored. As the narrative unfolds, we see wide shots of observatories under the cold silence of space, domes opening like mechanical flowers toward the night. Inside, scientists lean over monitors, their faces lit by the pale blue light of screens. Each frame is a portrait of quiet disbelief. The data is real. The coordinates are correct. The star exists. It burns. And it breaks everything we thought we knew about how stars live and die. The voice of the narrator grows more intimate, almost reverent. In the grand design of the cosmos, every star follows a pattern. Birth from dust, fusion and fire, death and collapse. But this one disobeys. It is a contradiction made of light. Its temperature is too high, its age too great, its luminosity inconsistent with its mass. It should have gone supernova eons ago, scattering its ashes into the interstellar winds. Yet there it is, glowing with stubborn brilliance against the black canvas of infinity. The music swells, low strings and a haunting choir, echoing the feeling of ancient discovery. We are no longer watching a scientific mystery, we are witnessing a cosmic rebellion. The narration frames it not as an anomaly, but as a question whispered by the universe itself. What if the laws we hold sacred are only temporary? What if something greater, older, or unknown holds the strings of cosmic order? The scene widens to a panoramic shot of galaxies drifting like frozen storms. Among them, this impossible light remains. It's not the brightest, not the largest, but it's wrong, and that makes it unforgettable. Scientists call it a stellar outlier. Philosophers might call it a miracle. The narrator simply calls it what it is, the star that shouldn't be burning. And then in a quiet pause the screen fades to black. Only the faint echo of the narrator's voice remains, calm, deliberate, heavy with meaning. Somewhere out there, a rule has been broken. The line lingers like the afterglow of a dying sun, pulling the viewer deeper into the mystery. Every star begins as dust. In the quiet regions between galaxies, where gravity whispers to silence, clouds of gas and elemental debris drift for eons. These clouds are invisible to the naked eye, yet within them lie the seeds of creation. Over millions of years, the dust begins to gather, drawn inward by gravity's patient hand. The particles collide, heat builds, and a faint spark is born in the heart of the cloud, the first breath of a star. The narrator's tone is calm, almost meditative, explaining the familiar rhythm of stellar life. Hydrogen fuses into helium, releasing immense energy. This is the heartbeat of the cosmos, the balance between gravity's pull and light's outward push. The fire of fusion burns, sustaining the star for billions of years. It is a law so consistent, so elegant, that it defines the universe itself. From the smallest red dwarfs to the grandest blue giants, every star lives by this same covenant of physics. As the visuals glide across nebulae, great clouds glowing in pink and violet hues, the story unfolds like a cosmic symphony. Stars are born, live glorious lives, and die in predictable, measurable ways. Some fade gently into white dwarfs, cooling embers of what they once were. Others explode in supernovae, scattering their elements across the galaxy. From those ashes, new stars, new planets, and even new life eventually emerge. The cycle is endless, death feeding birth, order rising from chaos. But the voice of the narrator grows heavier, signaling a change in tone. Every rule, it says, exists only until something breaks it. The imagery turns colder, stars collapsing into black holes, light bending, time twisting. We see the delicate architecture of the universe, woven from laws we believe are absolute: gravity, thermodynamics, entropy. Yet all of these depend on balance. Remove even one thread and the tapestry begins to unravel. To understand why the impossible star defies the laws of physics, we must first understand those laws themselves. The narration dives deeper into stellar evolution, how stars live according to their mass. A massive star burns faster, dies younger. A small one lingers, faint but eternal. There are boundaries, known as the Chandrasekhar limit, that dictate when a star collapses and when it endures. Those limits have never been broken. Until now. The camera zooms into an artistic simulation of a star's core, where fusion rages like a trapped sun within itself. Protons slam together, releasing light and heat. The energy pushes outward, countering the gravitational force trying to crush the star. This equilibrium is delicate, a cosmic dance where balance means survival. When fusion runs out of fuel, the dance ends and gravity wins. The star dies. This, every astrophysicist agrees, is inevitable. And yet, the star that shouldn't be burning mocks inevitability. It breaks the sequence. It burns with energy that cannot come from fusion alone. It glows with a spectrum that does not match its temperature or mass. In its existence lies a question that no equation can yet answer. How can a star survive without obeying the law of stellar death? The narration contrasts the calm certainty of established science with the quiet terror of discovery. Every image of the universe, from the cosmic web to the delicate swirl of galaxies, represents order. But within that order there are whispers of rebellion. A single anomaly, a flicker of impossibility, can rewrite everything. What if stars could cheat death? What if energy could emerge from something deeper than fusion, something we have not yet imagined? The section closes with a return to stillness. The music fades to a low hum, like the deep vibration of the universe itself. The narrator's voice softens, almost reflective. For billions of years the stars have followed the same rhythm: birth, fire, silence. But tonight, in one forgotten corner of the sky, that rhythm falters. And for the first time the universe hesitates. The story shifts from the vast sweep of cosmic order to a single human figure, an astronomer standing alone beneath the breath of the Milky Way. The night is sharp and windless, the mountains wrapped in frost. Inside the observatory dome, the world narrows to the faint whir of machinery and the soft hum of power running through cables. Her name, though unimportant to history, becomes a symbol of curiosity itself. She has spent years watching the sky, memorizing its rhythm like a language only she can hear. But tonight that rhythm stumbles. Through the eyepiece of a digital telescope, she observes a faint patch of darkness near the galactic halo. It's supposed to be empty, a region catalogued and forgotten. Yet something flickers there, subtle but undeniable, like a candle seen through fog. She blinks, checks the exposure settings, refocuses. The same light appears again, persistent, steady, almost pulsing. For a moment she assumes an instrument glitch, maybe a reflection or software error. She restarts the feed, runs calibration routines, checks for sensor dust. The light remains. Outside the sky is cruelly silent. No sound, no motion, just the ancient cold pressing against the dome's metal walls. She records the coordinates, her breath trembling as she notes the luminosity profile. The star's temperature reading makes no sense. It is far too hot for its age, yet its color suggests something older than the galaxy itself. Her heartbeat quickens. Every instinct trained by decades of data tells her this should be impossible. Hours pass. The observatory clock ticks past midnight, then 2, then 3. She pulls archived sky maps, comparing images from past decades. The coordinates show nothing, total blackness. Whatever she is seeing now did not exist in recorded data. Or perhaps it did, but was overlooked, hidden behind the static of stars too faint to notice. The longer she stares, the stronger her disbelief becomes. It feels less like watching a star and more like staring into a question, one that glows in defiance of understanding. The documentary cuts between close-up shots of her face illuminated by screens and wide aerial shots of the frozen observatory. The tone is quiet tension, the sound design a blend of faint breathing and distant wind. She sends a message to a colleague at another institute, attaching the data with the briefest of notes. Anomaly detected. Coordinates attached. Please confirm. There's no reply yet. She waits, staring at the monitor, the blue light reflecting in her tired eyes. By dawn, the mountain sky begins to pale. The observatory dome rotates back into its resting position. She steps outside, letting the cold morning air bite her skin. In the distance, clouds move like slow ghosts over the peaks. Somewhere above them, beyond the pale wash of sunlight, the impossible star still burns, unseen now but certain. She knows this is more than an error. It feels like a discovery that should not have happened, a truth glimpsed by accident. The narration deepens, layering philosophy over the science. Every great discovery begins as a mistake, the voice says softly. But sometimes the mistake is not in the data, it is in our understanding of the rules. The scene shifts between flashbacks of historical discoveries, Galileo's trembling hands, Hubble's blurred photographs, Vera Rubin's dark matter curves, each echoing the same emotion, disbelief transforming into revelation. Her report eventually reaches other astronomers. Some dismiss it, others investigate. Within weeks, observatories across the world turn their telescopes to the same coordinates. They see it too. The same light, the same irregular pulse. It's not a cosmic ray, not a satellite reflection, not a data glitch. It is real. A star that should have been long dead, still burning. As data streams in from radio, infrared, and X-ray observatories, a strange silence begins to spread across the scientific community. What she discovered is not just a new object. It is a challenge. The very patterns that define the universe seem to falter in its presence. Something about it feels ancient, not just in time but in essence, as though it remembers a version of the cosmos older than the one we inhabit. The section ends on a quiet image. The astronomer, alone again in her observatory, staring at the faint flicker of that impossible light. The narration fades into a single, chilling line. She did not discover the star. The star revealed itself to her. And in that moment, the mystery of human curiosity and cosmic defiance intertwine, one burning within the other. The moment the data leaves her observatory, the ripple begins. Across continents and time zones, telescopes turn toward the same patch of sky. The impossible star, once a private mystery, becomes a shared obsession. Laboratories fill with murmurs, whiteboards with equations, and inboxes with restless questions. No one wants to say it out loud, but every researcher feels the same uneasy thrill. This discovery might change everything. At first, the attempts to verify it seem routine. Cross-checks, calibration, instrument diagnostics. Yet the numbers refuse to change. The luminosity is stable. The temperature is wrong. The spectrum betrays no familiar signature of stellar fusion. Every measurement, no matter who conducts it, returns the same impossible conclusion. The star burns without fuel. The documentary immerses us in the frenzy, scenes of scientists illuminated by computer screens, sleepless eyes reflecting graphs of energy readings. Papers print endlessly from machines, data streams crawl across glowing monitors. It's not chaos exactly, but something deeper, disbelief organizing itself into investigation. The narration moves like a pulse, urgent yet precise, as if the story itself struggles to keep up with the pace of discovery. In one frame, a team in Chile compares spectra taken days apart. In another, radio astronomers in Japan detect faint emissions that seem to pulse like a heartbeat, irregular but deliberate. In Switzerland, a physicist runs a simulation, a star sustained by quantum resonance, only to watch the model collapse within seconds. It's as if the star refuses to die, he mutters, his voice trembling between awe and fear. Every discipline begins to weigh in. Astrophysicists suggest exotic matter. Quantum theorists propose spacetime leakage. Philosophers whisper about metaphysical echoes. Each theory shines briefly before collapsing under the weight of its own contradictions. Nothing fits. The data exists, but no framework can contain it. Like a piece of the puzzle from another universe, the star does not belong. The narrator's voice softens, turning poetic. For centuries, science has spoken with the authority of order. But here, in the light of a single star, order falters. The numbers still dance, but to a rhythm we do not yet understand. The film slows, showing the beauty within confusion, the delicate shimmer of particle models, the slow drift of cosmic imagery, the quiet tapping of fingers against a desk as a scientist stares into the unknown. The tone shifts between wonder and dread, between the hope of discovery and the fear of being wrong about everything. Weeks pass. Data continues to accumulate. The luminosity curve remains unchanged. No spectral lines shift. No decay is detected. The star's light is perfectly constant, as if frozen in time. It's not evolving, one astronomer whispers. It's not even aging. That statement echoes through the halls of scientific conferences like a prophecy. Meetings turn tense. Some dismiss it as a misreading of redshift. Others insist it's a distant quasar disguised by dust. But when radio observatories confirm identical readings from 3 separate hemispheres, the debate collapses into stunned silence. There is no error. There is no interference. The star is real and its defiance is absolute. The documentary juxtaposes the sterile world of science with the rawness of human reaction. We see a researcher at dawn sitting alone in a lab, head in hands. Another, pacing beside a glowing projection of the star's data, muttering to himself. They are not merely seeking truth, they are confronting the limits of knowing itself. The camera lingers on details, a coffee cup left untouched, a chalkboard filled and erased, filled again. In one haunting moment, a scientist compares the star's frequency data to archived cosmic background radiation maps. The overlap is faint, almost imperceptible, but real. The signature of the impossible star seems older than the known universe. The team goes silent. One of them whispers, "That's not possible." And yet, the numbers stare back, unblinking. The narrator returns, voice low, resonant, deliberate. In the heart of every discovery lies denial. The first truth of the universe is disbelief. The second is wonder. The visuals fade to a wide view of Earth from orbit. Night lights glowing across continents while the star burns unseen above them, indifferent to the minds that question it. The narrator concludes the section with a single line that hums like prophecy. The data does not lie, but it does not yet tell the truth. At first, the idea was whispered in jest, a playful impossibility muttered across lab tables and conference calls. But soon, it began to take shape in sentences that no one wanted to finish. What if the star is older than the universe itself? The notion was absurd, offensive even to the precision of cosmology. Yet the evidence pointed in only one direction. Its elemental composition didn't match any known generation of stars. Its chemical ratios suggested it formed before the first hydrogen clouds had even cooled. Every calculation screamed contradiction, a star that predated time. The narration slows, heavy with the gravity of revelation. If this is true, the voice says, then something existed before existence itself. The camera drifts through digital simulations of the Big Bang, a blinding birth of matter and energy expanding outward, the sound of creation echoing through silence. The screen fades to the impossible light of the star, burning quietly in defiance of that beginning. It should not be there. It should not be. Teams across the globe attempt to dismantle the claim. They test for errors in redshift, for gravitational lensing illusions, for cosmic mirages caused by intervening matter. But the parallax holds. The light is unbent. The distance unshakable. The star sits where no known physics can place it, a relic older than the cosmic dawn. Inside the European Space Agency's control room, a scientist reviews the data on her monitor, running models again and again. The numbers remain merciless. It's like finding an ancient fossil inside the body of a newborn, she says softly. It means time itself has made a mistake. The narration tightens, contrasting the arrogance of certainty with the humility of wonder. For decades, cosmology has believed the universe to be 13.8 billion years old, the timeline written in microwave background radiation and expanding galaxies. But the light from this star refuses to obey. Its spectral decay suggests an origin at least 15 billion years in the past. The conclusion is simple and impossible at once. The star began shining before the universe began expanding. The film cuts between interviews and quiet landscapes of deep space. One physicist insists it's a temporal echo, light from a previous cosmic cycle bleeding into our own. Another claims it's a simulation glitch, the byproduct of an unstable holographic field. Others, more daring, wonder if it's a remnant from a previous universe, a surviving ember from an earlier Big Bang that never truly ended. The narration drifts into philosophy. If the universe is born and reborn, then perhaps this star is memory made light, the mind of an old cosmos whispering through the fabric of the new. Visually, the documentary paints the screen with awe. Superclusters folding into themselves, galaxies collapsing into luminous knots, and from that destruction, one tiny persistent glow. The music swells with reverence and unease, suggesting that creation may not be singular but cyclical. In Princeton, a theoretical physicist presents a model that redraws the boundaries of the known timeline. His equations show how remnants of a previous cosmic expansion could survive the Big Bang, encoded in the curvature of spacetime itself. He calls them cosmic fossils. The star, he proposes, might be one such fossil, a shard of continuity from a universe that refused to die completely. The audience listens in stunned silence. When he finishes, no one claps. Meanwhile, data from orbiting observatories deepens the puzzle. The star's energy output is fluctuating in a pattern no natural system should produce. Rhythmic, intentional, almost communicative. Some researchers suggest it may be interacting with spacetime differently, not merely existing in the universe but partially outside it, dipping between epochs like a pendulum that swings through dimensions. The narrator's voice becomes hushed, almost sacred. If this light is older than the universe, then it is not just a witness to creation, it is the survivor of something before. The words hang in the air as the camera pans through the void, showing galaxies like scattered embers and then isolating the impossible star once more. It burns with quiet defiance, its light constant, unrepentant. A soft transition carries us to an ancient landscape, a metaphorical sequence showing prehistoric humans staring at the stars, firelight flickering in their eyes. The narrator connects past and present. We have always looked upward, not knowing that some lights are older than time itself. That when we gaze into the night, we may be looking into the memory of another universe. In the final moments of the section, the screen fades to a dark blue void, the star's faint pulse lingering like a heartbeat. The narrator whispers, "If this is true, then our universe is not the beginning, only the latest verse in an endless song." And that star is the note that never stopped playing. The universe is not simply a stage where stars perform. It is a clock, a delicate architecture of time itself. Every tick, every pulse, is governed by the invisible laws of physics, relativity, entropy, the expansion of spacetime. Without these rules, the cosmos would collapse into chaos, its galaxies and stars dissolving into an undifferentiated darkness. The narration begins with this truth, slow and deliberate, as if reminding the audience that time is not a mere measure but the very framework that makes existence intelligible. To understand the impossible star, we must understand time's fragile construction. Einstein showed that time is not absolute, it bends and stretches intertwined with space. Massive objects warp its flow, gravity slows it, and light carries its signature across billions of years. Entropy, the slow drift toward disorder, ensures that all systems age, all stars die, all matter decays. The universe remembers. And yet, here exists a star whose light seems to ignore these rules, a rebel against temporal order. The narration moves between theory and imagery. We see photons fleeing a collapsing star, bending around black holes like dancers in slow motion. We see simulated universes fold in on themselves, timelines intersecting, entropy slowing and speeding. The impossible star burns at the center of this conceptual storm, unaffected. It is as if it exists partially outside of our clock, a fragment untethered from the linear progression of past, present, and future. Quantum mechanics complicates this further. At subatomic scales, time is fuzzy, probabilistic, and uncertain. Particles can exist in multiple states at once, futures collapse into pasts, and observation itself can influence the flow of events. Could the star be a manifestation of quantum anomalies at a cosmic scale? Could it occupy a liminal space where the rules of causality are suspended, where energy persists beyond the constraints of standard thermodynamics? These are the questions that scientists are now forced to confront. Simulations illustrate the mind-bending possibilities. One model shows the star as a temporal echo, its photons emitted not linearly but in bursts that skip moments, like memories surfacing in dreams. Another portrays it as an object existing simultaneously in multiple cosmological timelines, its light the intersection of countless possible histories. The narration balances awe with caution, making clear that each theory is both exhilarating and terrifying, that the universe may be far stranger than the laws we rely upon can capture. Observers on Earth and in orbit struggle to reconcile what they see with what they know. Instruments designed for precision falter when faced with light that seems to age inconsistently. Spectrographs return data that conflicts with the known physics of nucleosynthesis. The star's energy output does not correspond to any fusion model, and its chemical signature appears impossibly ancient. Scientists whisper to one another, their voices a mixture of disbelief and fascination. If this star exists outside time's conventional flow, then our measurements are only partial glimpses of a deeper truth. The narration pauses, letting the audience feel the enormity of the concept. Time, it says, is not merely a river in which stars float. It is a fragile scaffold, a fragile covenant between cause and effect. And somewhere out there, a single light refuses to obey. The camera pans across galactic clusters, emphasizing the scale. The star is a pinpoint, but its implications ripple across the vastness of space and the certainty of knowledge. This section also explores human attempts to model such anomalies mathematically. Equations stretch, break, and reform. Scientists input data repeatedly, adjusting constants, considering alternate universes, hidden dimensions, and nonlinear causality. Some models predict collapse, some suggest indefinite stability. All fail to fully explain the star. The imagery reinforces this struggle. Chalkboards covered in symbols, computer screens flashing errors, simulations looping endlessly. Knowledge reaches its boundary, and at that boundary the impossible star burns. The narration draws a quiet philosophical line between scientific law and cosmic mystery. While our instruments measure, observe, and calculate, the universe may harbor phenomena that predate and outlast these laws. Time, as we understand it, may not be the ultimate arbiter of reality. In this frame, the star becomes more than a celestial object. It is a question carved into existence, a test of humanity's ability to comprehend the cosmos. As the section draws to a close, the visuals slow. Light bends, galaxies rotate, and the star pulses softly, untethered. The music deepens, resonant, evoking both awe and unease. The narrator's voice softens. To witness such a star is to confront the limits of understanding. Time, the most trusted compass of the cosmos, falters here. And in that faltering, we glimpse the impossible, a light older than order, older than memory, a defiance written in fire. The impossible star does more than challenge physics. It opens a doorway to speculation, to realms of thought that hover between science and philosophy. Cosmologists begin to entertain ideas once considered fringe, that the universe may not be a singular creation, but part of a cyclical chain of births and deaths. Some suggest that universes collapse and re-emerge, each new expansion carrying traces of the one before. In this framework, the impossible star is no longer an anomaly but a survivor, a relic of a cosmos long extinguished, a whisper from a previous creation. The narration immerses the audience in these vast, mind-bending possibilities. Visualizations depict an endless series of universes, folding and expanding like layers of a cosmic accordion. Each universe is unique, yet echoes of the previous linger in subtle patterns of energy and matter. Galaxies born and dying in cycles, black holes bridging epochs, and primordial radiation from forgotten realms paint a haunting portrait. The impossible star glows at the center, the single surviving ember of an older cosmos. Scientists tread carefully, aware of the tension between speculation and evidence. The spectral fingerprints of the star hint at conditions far older than our known universe. Elements appear in ratios that could only have formed in an environment preceding the cosmic microwave background. The very photons that reach Earth may have traversed not just light years but cycles of existence, bearing messages encrypted in their wavelengths. The star is no longer merely a point of light, it becomes a time capsule, a survivor, a messenger from before time itself. The narration softens, almost reverent, as it draws connections between the empirical and the poetic. Philosophers and cosmologists alike ponder what it means for a universe to remember its predecessor. Can memory exist in matter and energy? Could light itself carry the echoes of bygone worlds? In the glowing pulse of the star, these questions linger like shadows across the void, unsettling yet mesmerizing. The visuals deepen the sense of wonder, cosmic webs stretching across the screen, galaxies dissolving into clouds of interstellar gas, and then reforming, each rebirth accompanied by the faint, defiant glow of the impossible star. Simulated universes ripple in waves of color and light, intersecting and diverging. The narration juxtaposes this grandeur with human perception, emphasizing the audacity of imagining cycles beyond comprehension. Some theorists suggest the star's defiance is more than survival, it is persistence with purpose. Its light might not merely exist but remember, tracing a narrative that transcends the linear flow of time. Observers on Earth can only measure its effects, the irregularities in luminosity, the inconsistencies in fusion products, yet cannot fully grasp its origin. Here, science meets myth and the line blurs. A star older than the universe becomes a symbol, a beacon bridging reality and imagination. The documentary shifts between perspectives. One moment, a physicist adjusts simulations on a supercomputer, his face tense with disbelief. The next, a philosopher traces ancient human myths of eternal fires and cosmic cycles, seeing in the impossible star a reflection of humanity's perennial fascination with continuity beyond mortality. These contrasts, science and mythology, reason and wonder, heighten the emotional stakes, deepening the mystery and reinforcing the star's symbolic weight. The narration pauses to reflect on the human element. We look at stars not only to understand the universe but to find meaning, to see fragments of ourselves reflected in distant lights. The impossible star, in its defiance of temporal laws, mirrors our desire to endure, to leave traces that outlast our ephemeral existence. It is a cosmic echo, a luminous testament that creation, however fleeting, may never fully forget its past. As the section draws to a close, The visuals converge on the star alone in the darkness, burning steadily, unwavering. The music swells, low strings and ethereal tones, reinforcing the sense of awe and timelessness. The narrator's voice lingers on the screen. Perhaps the universe is not born once but many times. Perhaps some stars are older than the cosmos that hosts them. And perhaps, in their light, we glimpse the memory of creation itself. The narrative turns inward toward the strange and subtle world of the very small, the quantum realm where reality behaves in ways that defy intuition. Here, particles can exist in multiple states at once, outcomes collapse only when observed, and the future and past can blur together like colors in water. It is a universe both familiar and alien, governed by probabilities rather than certainties, and it may hold the key to understanding the impossible star. The narration sets a tone of cautious wonder, reminding viewers that what is strange in the microcosm may echo at the scale of galaxies. Quantum physicists begin to consider that the star's light might be more than ancient photons traveling across space. It might be a manifestation of something much stranger, a leakage from another timeline, a ripple from parallel realities that intersect with our own. In controlled simulations, energy behaves unpredictably, particles seemingly communicating across distances instantaneously. If these principles scale up, the impossible star could be a bridge between universes, a beacon that shines not only through space but through probability itself. The visuals immerse the audience in this microscopic dance. Electrons spinning in blurred orbits, virtual particles flashing into existence and disappearing, quarks entangled across unfathomable distances. The narration links these phenomena to the star's inexplicable behavior. Its luminosity, its spectral anomalies, and its apparent longevity might all be consequences of quantum interactions writ large, a cosmic-scale entanglement that defies classical logic. Scientists explore models in which the star occupies a liminal space, neither fully within our universe nor entirely outside it. Its photons might collapse into our reality only intermittently, creating the appearance of an impossible age and energy output. Observational data hints at subtle irregularities in timing and brightness, small fluctuations that suggest interference patterns akin to those seen in quantum double-slit experiments. The idea is unsettling. The star is not just an astronomical anomaly, it may be evidence that the universe itself is probabilistic, a layered fabric of possibility and observation. The narration emphasizes the tension between fear and awe. Quantum mechanics is not just abstract theory, it challenges the notion of objective reality. If the star is a quantum anomaly on a cosmic scale, then reality may be far more fluid than human perception allows. The universe may be less a machine and more a story, written in probabilities, observed into being. This perspective transforms the impossible star from a static object into an active participant in the unfolding drama of existence. Imagery continues to intertwine science and poetry. Simulated universes flicker on screens, showing timelines branching like rivers, collapsing and merging in unpredictable ways. The impossible star pulses at the nexus of these timelines, its light a reminder that what we see is not always what exists. Observers on Earth are not passive. The act of measuring, of witnessing, may be entangled with the star's very existence. It becomes a dance of observation and consequence, both beautiful and unsettling. Philosophers and physicists alike grapple with implications. Could a star, through quantum means, influence or even prefigure events in our universe? Could causality itself be a malleable construct, bending around singular anomalies? In the interviews, researchers speak in hushed tones, aware that these ideas sound more like science fiction than science. Yet the data refuses to lie. The star's anomaly demands explanation, even if the explanation challenges every assumption about space, time, and observation. The narration deepens the emotional resonance by contrasting the alien scale of quantum phenomena with human wonder. We are small, fragile observers in a universe that may operate on rules we can scarcely comprehend. Yet in that smallness, in the act of witnessing and questioning, we connect with the cosmic mystery. The impossible star, if a quantum paradox writ large, is both a challenge and an invitation, to expand understanding, to embrace uncertainty, to confront the profound strangeness of existence. The section closes on a haunting visual, a vast galaxy field, each star a dot of certainty, while the impossible star pulses faintly in the corner, irregular, almost self-aware. The music fades to a subtle hum, echoing the heartbeat of the cosmos itself. The narrator's voice softens, reverent yet urgent. In the strange and infinite possibilities of reality, a single star reminds us that the universe may be more than what we measure. It may be alive in probability, and in its light, we see the reflection of every path not yet taken. The impossible star does not exist in isolation. Its presence reverberates through the human mind, shaking the foundations not just of astrophysics, but of understanding itself. The narrative pivots from the cosmic and quantum to the deeply human, the way knowledge collides with belief, and certainty unravels under the weight of paradox. Scientists, philosophers, and observers alike feel the subtle tremor. The universe they trusted to be predictable now seems capricious, almost sentient in its defiance. In research institutions across the globe, tension thickens like a dense fog. Meetings run long into the night, whiteboards crowded with equations that refuse resolution. Some scientists cling to the comfort of models, attempting to force the star into known frameworks. Others pace in silent corridors, unable to reconcile the data with decades of established theory. There is awe, but there is also fear, a quiet, creeping sense that the rules they have relied on may be provisional, not universal. The narration underscores the psychological weight of confronting the impossible. It describes the collective struggle between rationality and wonder, certainty and doubt. Every law we know, the voice intones, every principle written into the very fabric of understanding, trembles when faced with defiance. And some truths cannot be tamed. The visuals mirror this tension: close-ups of furrowed brows, the trembling hands of researchers, blinking monitors reflecting unanswerable numbers. Outside, the world continues in serene ignorance, oblivious to the silent crisis unfolding in labs and observatories. Scientists attempt reconciliation through exhaustive simulations. They test alternate models, including exotic matter compositions, spacetime distortions, and previously unobserved quantum interactions. Each simulation promises hope, only to collapse under the weight of conflicting data. The impossible star stubbornly resists classification, burning steadily as every prediction fails. In conference rooms and video calls, phrases like, "this can't exist," and "we must be missing something," echo again and again. Yet, slowly, disbelief begins to shift toward a different emotion: reverent curiosity. The narrative contrasts human reaction with the cosmic scale, emphasizing fragility and humility. While galaxies spin, black holes devour, and light travels across billions of years, humans struggle to comprehend a single point of light that refuses to conform. This is more than scientific frustration. It is existential tension. If the universe can harbor such anomalies, what else lies beyond the reach of observation, beyond the limits of understanding? The impossible star becomes a mirror, reflecting both our intellectual limits and the boundless audacity of the cosmos. At philosophical conferences, scholars debate the implications for causality and time. If the star exists outside the conventional flow of temporal events, what does that mean for reality itself? Can knowledge ever be absolute when observation may alter the phenomena it seeks to measure? The tension between certainty and doubt is not abstract, it is visceral. Scientists and philosophers alike experience a quiet, gnawing disquiet, an awareness that the universe is stranger, deeper, and less obedient than imagined. The narration heightens the emotional contrast by showing the human stakes. Researchers experience awe, frustration, hope, and fear in equal measure. Some retire to contemplative solitude, staring at the night sky and feeling both insignificant and privileged to witness such an anomaly. Others obsessively track the star's every fluctuation, haunted by the possibility that it may eventually vanish or reveal a truth too immense to process. The impossible star is no longer merely an object in space. It is an agent, influencing the thoughts, behaviors, and very emotions of those who study it. The section shifts to a cinematic montage, telescopes pivoting across the globe, data streaming from orbiting observatories, equations projected against darkened conference halls. The music is tense but melodic, underscoring both discovery and disorientation. As the camera lingers on the star's steady pulse, the narrator's voice softens but grows weighty. To confront an impossible star is to confront the fragility of certainty. Knowledge itself is a construct, beautiful and reliable, until the universe whispers that it may be incomplete. Finally, the section closes with an image of human observers silhouetted against observatory domes, eyes trained upward. The star burns distant and unchanged, a quiet challenge against the arrogance of understanding. The narrator leaves the audience with a lingering thought: in its light, we feel the collapse of everything we thought immutable. And yet, in that collapse, there is the birth of wonder. Spectral analysis, the quiet workhorse of astronomy, becomes the stage for revelation. Scientists focus their instruments on the impossible star, breaking its light into countless components, teasing apart its photons like strands of an ancient message. Each spectral line is a clue, a fingerprint of the elements within the star, and yet what emerges defies understanding. Hydrogen and helium dominate as expected, but the ratios are skewed, the presence of heavier elements too pronounced for a star of its apparent age. It is as if the universe is speaking in a code we cannot yet read. The narration is measured, deliberate, drawing the audience into the meticulous process of discovery. Light is memory, the voice says, and in these photons we glimpse not just matter but history itself. The camera glides across laboratory screens showing graphs and charts, across supercomputers calculating permutations that return more questions than answers. There is wonder here, but it is tinged with unease. The patterns in the star's emissions are subtle, irregular, almost deliberate, suggesting intention in the way it shines. Scientists begin to describe the star in extraordinary terms. Some whisper of anomalies that resemble a heartbeat, a faint pulsing rhythm that cannot be explained by rotation or magnetic fields. Others note minute shifts in spectral lines that hint at processes outside known stellar physics. The impossible star is no longer simply a point of light. It is a messenger, whispering through the universal language of light, hinting at mechanisms or histories that humanity has yet to imagine. The narrative shifts, contrasting the cold precision of data with the poetic weight of its implications. Observers speak in hushed tones. It's as if the star remembers something, as if it carries knowledge of a past we cannot access. The visuals mirror this, showing photons traveling across space, bending and weaving, their light bearing the silent signature of unimaginable epochs. Every flicker, every wavelength becomes an invitation to ponder not just stellar mechanics, but the very architecture of existence. Simultaneously, the star's spectral data challenges the limits of observation. X-ray, ultraviolet, and infrared measurements reveal inconsistencies in energy output, tiny but undeniable. No known nuclear process can account for the emissions. The star radiates like a living archive, a repository of cosmic memory, carrying traces of events older than galaxies, older even than the cosmic background itself. Each measurement deepens the mystery, each calculation reinforces the impossibility. The section explores human reaction to this enigma. Teams gather to compare results, each new dataset reinforcing the same strange patterns. The tension between excitement and dread is palpable. Here, in the quiet hum of monitors and the glow of lab lights, lies a challenge not merely to physics, but to understanding itself. The narration emphasizes that such moments are rare, when observation transcends comprehension, when science brushes against the edges of wonder and fear simultaneously. Visually, the documentary immerses the viewer in abstract representations of the star's light. Waves of color ripple across the screen, representing energy shifts too subtle for the naked eye. Photons trace arcs across space, linking the observer to the distant anomaly in a chain of cause and effect that seems almost conscious. The star's silent message is not loud. It is measured, deliberate, like a rhythm embedded in the very fabric of reality. The narration leans into the philosophical weight of this discovery. Perhaps the universe communicates not through words or thought, but through light itself, the voice intones. And perhaps some stars, ancient and unyielding, carry messages older than any mind can comprehend. The impossible star is speaking. The question is whether we are ready to listen. As the section draws to a close, the camera slowly pulls back, leaving the viewer suspended in the vast darkness of space. The star pulses faintly in the distance, its light steady yet mysterious. The music swells, delicate and haunting, evoking both reverence and unease. The narrator leaves a lingering thought. In its quiet spectrum lies a message we may never fully decode, a testament that even the smallest glimmer can hold the weight of the cosmos. The impossible star begins to challenge not only what we know about physics but the very notion of cosmic purpose. Astronomers and philosophers alike ponder whether it is a random anomaly or a signal embedded in the universe itself. Could the star exist purely by chance, a rogue fragment defying entropy and decay? Or does its persistence hint at something intentional, a cosmic memory, a pattern left by forces or entities beyond comprehension? The narration frames these questions with quiet awe, emphasizing the tension between scientific humility and the desire for meaning. Visuals glide across the infinite cosmos, galaxies spinning like luminous wheels, nebulae folding in on themselves, and among them, the single impossible star glowing stubbornly. Scientists in observatories watch its light trace across instruments, their faces etched with a mixture of wonder and apprehension. The star's energy output, its unyielding pulse, and its defiance of stellar aging suggest a phenomenon so extraordinary that traditional explanations crumble beneath its weight. Every photon carries an ancient story, a narrative older than the universe itself, waiting for interpretation. Researchers experiment with theoretical models that push the boundaries of known physics. Some suggest the star may be an anchor between multiple universes, a relic of cyclical creation preserved through cosmic epochs. Others speculate it may tap into unknown energy sources, processes beyond the known nuclear mechanisms, perhaps even interacting with dark matter or the enigmatic fabric of spacetime itself. Each hypothesis stretches the imagination. Each calculation seems both plausible and impossible, reflecting the delicate balance between reason and wonder. The narration emphasizes human fascination in the face of uncertainty. To encounter the impossible is to confront both our knowledge and our imagination, it intones. Every observation carries the weight of curiosity, every measurement the echo of questions unanswered. The camera lingers on the star's faint flicker, juxtaposed with researchers' contemplative expressions, reminding the viewer that discovery is as much about human perception as it is about objective truth. The documentary weaves together science and philosophy. Interviews with physicists, cosmologists, and philosophers reveal a spectrum of reactions: disbelief, cautious optimism, and profound awe. Some consider the star a challenge to linear time, others view it as proof of continuity beyond the observable universe. In all interpretations, it remains a source of wonder, a luminous testament to the mysteries that endure despite human attempts at explanation. The music swells as the visuals depict cosmic scales: superclusters of galaxies spiraling in slow motion, black holes bending light around them, and the impossible star glowing with serene persistence. The narration reflects on humanity's place in the universe, emphasizing both insignificance and connection. "We are observers," the voice says, "witnesses to a universe that may be stranger than we dare to imagine. Yet in watching we participate in its story, in its defiance, in its enduring light." The star's light becomes a symbol of resilience, an emblem of continuity across time and space. Philosophers suggest that it may remind humanity of the universe's capacity for surprise, that laws and patterns we take for granted are not immutable but provisional. The impossible star, by simply existing, forces reflection on the nature of reality itself. What is finite, what is infinite, and what may transcend the constraints of understanding. As the section closes, the camera pans outward, leaving the star as a single luminous point amidst the vast blackness of space. The music softens, a haunting, sustained note that echoes through the void. The narration concludes with a lingering meditation. In its light, we see the courage of persistence, the mystery of existence, and the profound truth that some phenomena are older than understanding, brighter than knowledge, and eternal in their quiet defiance. The impossible star has captivated the imagination of astronomers, physicists, and philosophers alike, becoming one of the most intriguing mysteries ever observed in the cosmos. Its light, steady and ancient, has journeyed across billions of years to reach Earth, arriving not merely as a faint glimmer in the night sky but as a profound anomaly that challenges the very foundations of astrophysics. Early observations left scientists stunned. The star's luminosity remains remarkably constant, even though conventional stellar evolution models predict that it should have exhausted its nuclear fuel long ago. Each photon it emits, each spectral line recorded, tells a story of a cosmic history that should have ended eons ago, yet persists in defiance of expectation. Its chemical composition is equally confounding, including elements and isotopes that, according to current understanding, should no longer exist. The star's continued existence hints at processes that predate the formation of galaxies and even the cosmic microwave background, suggesting a narrative older than the universe as humanity knows it. This section explores the realization within the scientific community that they are observing something entirely unprecedented, a phenomenon that challenges both models of stellar life cycles and broader philosophical understandings of time, energy, and persistence. Visual storytelling emphasizes the scale and majesty of the universe surrounding the star. Wide shots depict galaxies spiraling in elegant arcs, nebulae glowing with ethereal colors, and black holes warping spacetime in slow, deliberate curves. Amidst this cosmic theater, the impossible star pulses with steady, calm brilliance, a solitary point of light threading through the darkness. Observatories across the globe, both terrestrial and orbital, coordinate efforts to capture every nuance of its emissions across the electromagnetic spectrum. Optical telescopes track subtle variations in brightness, radio arrays detect faint signals, and space-based instruments measure infrared, ultraviolet, and X-ray output. Each layer of observation adds complexity, revealing patterns and behaviors that defy conventional expectations. Its longevity, consistent luminosity, and unusual chemical makeup suggest mechanisms at work that remain unknown, forcing scientists to reconsider assumptions about the universality of physical laws and the life cycles of stars. Theoretical exploration becomes essential in confronting the star's anomaly. Some scientists propose that the star may draw energy from dark matter or dark energy, interacting with invisible forces in ways that stabilize its improbable existence. Others speculate that it could be a remnant from a previous universe, surviving cosmic cycles predating the Big Bang. Quantum phenomena are also considered. Could entanglement, superposition, or nonlinear temporal effects be subtly influencing the star's persistent glow? These hypotheses stretch both the limits of imagination and the rigor of scientific reasoning, placing the impossible star at a nexus where observation, theory, and speculation intersect. It becomes a focal point where human curiosity meets the unknown, forcing a confrontation with the edges of comprehension and the extraordinary persistence of cosmic phenomena. The human element of discovery is as compelling as the science itself. Researchers experience a mixture of awe, obsession, exhilaration, and humility. Some spend countless nights recalculating models, analyzing spectra, and running simulations, only to see the star remain unchanged, steadfast in its defiance of expectation. Philosophers and cosmologists reflect on the broader implications. If a star can endure beyond predicted cosmic timelines, what does this suggest about causality, the flow of time, and the memory of the universe? Could photons themselves serve as cosmic messengers, carrying imprints of events from epochs long past? The impossible star transforms from a subject of scientific study into a symbol of human curiosity, endurance, and the tension between knowledge and mystery. Cinematic sequences accentuate both scale and intimacy. Time-lapse footage captures galaxies rotating in elegant arcs, supernova remnants dispersing into the void, and filaments of cosmic dust stretching across unimaginable distances, all contrasted with the star's singular, steady pulse. Its constancy amidst the swirling chaos of the cosmos emphasizes endurance and resilience, framing the star as both extraordinary and contemplative. Human observers, silhouetted against glowing monitors and telescope lenses, provide a relatable sense of scale, connecting the vastness of space with the intimate experience of witnessing the unknown. The star is at once distant and personally affecting, alien yet deeply compelling in the sense of awe it evokes. Narration weaves scientific observation with philosophical reflection. To witness a star that defies time, the voice intones, is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the vast potential of imagination. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown in ways that challenge intellect while inspiring wonder. The impossible star embodies this duality, functioning both as an object of study and a symbol of cosmic mystery, reminding humanity that curiosity, patience, and reflection are as vital as observation and analysis. Its presence invites contemplation not only of the mechanics of the universe but also of endurance, persistence, and the subtle poetry of cosmic anomalies. The implications for physics and cosmology are staggering. A star that resists decay beyond predicted timelines challenges assumptions about entropy, energy conservation, and the life cycles of stars. Could unknown stabilizing forces exist, mechanisms that preserve relics from prior cosmic cycles or energy flows imperceptible to current instruments? Might the star itself act as a cosmic memory, preserving information from epochs long vanished? Such questions push human understanding to its limits, demanding a balance between empirical investigation, imaginative reasoning, and humility. Observers are confronted with phenomena that may remain beyond full comprehension while simultaneously inspiring the pursuit of knowledge. Human engagement deepens alongside ongoing investigation. International teams coordinate research, sharing data and debating theories across continents. The urgency to comprehend the star's anomalies is tempered by the deliberate patience demanded by scientific rigor. Interviews reveal the emotional landscape of those involved. Exhilaration, reverence, frustration, and obsession, all intertwined, illustrating that the pursuit of understanding the universe is inseparable from human emotion, creativity, and determination. These narratives emphasize that scientific discovery is as much a human endeavor as it is technical. Visual sequences reinforce scale, depth, and resonance. Galaxies, nebulae, and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate over eons, contrasted with the steady pulse of the impossible star. Its light threads through vast cosmic structures, connecting ancient history to the present moment of observation. Human researchers follow its path, aware they are witnessing a story spanning billions of years, a narrative that challenges perception, comprehension, and imagination. The star's persistence underscores that the universe, while governed by laws, is capable of enduring anomalies, offering lessons in resilience, continuity, and cosmic wonder. The section concludes with reflection on perspective, meaning, and the sublime. In the glow of the impossible star, the narration intones, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself. It teaches that even in a universe governed by immutable laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility, imagination, and the courage to dream. As the section closes, the camera pulls back to reveal the star as a solitary point of light against the infinite expanse of space, its pulse radiating across unimaginable distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star is a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of comprehension. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has emerged as one of the most extraordinary mysteries in the cosmos, a celestial anomaly that challenges every assumption about how stars live, evolve, and die. Its light, steady and ancient, has traversed billions of years to reach Earth, arriving not merely as a faint point in the night sky, but as a phenomenon that defies comprehension. Early observations left astronomers stunned. The star's luminosity remains remarkably consistent despite predictions that it should have exhausted its nuclear fuel billions of years ago. Every photon collected, every spectral analysis performed, reveals inconsistencies that contradict conventional models of stellar evolution. Its chemical composition is equally baffling, including elements and isotopes that, according to our current understanding of physics, should have long since decayed or transformed. The star's persistence hints at processes that predate the formation of galaxies and even the cosmic microwave background, suggesting a cosmic history older than the universe as we know it. This section delves into the growing recognition that humanity is observing something truly unprecedented, an enigma that challenges both scientific models and philosophical notions of time and existence. Visual storytelling emphasizes the grandeur and scale of the universe surrounding the star. Sweeping shots depict galaxies spiraling in perfect arcs, nebulae glowing in shifting shades of ethereal light, and black holes bending the very fabric of spacetime. Against this vast backdrop, the impossible star pulses with calm constancy, its light threading through the darkness as if unaffected by the chaos of the cosmos. Observatories around the world, ground-based and orbiting instruments alike, focus on capturing every detail. Optical telescopes track variations in brightness, radio arrays detect subtle emissions, and space-based sensors measure infrared, ultraviolet, and X-ray outputs. Each layer of observation adds to the mystery, revealing spectral lines and energy signatures that defy expectations. Its longevity, steady luminosity, and unusual chemical makeup suggest unknown mechanisms at work, forcing scientists to reconsider assumptions about stellar life cycles and the universality of physical laws. Theoretical exploration becomes essential in confronting the star's anomaly. Some propose that it may be interacting with dark matter or dark energy, drawing energy from invisible sources that stabilize its existence. Others speculate that it could be a relic from a previous universe, surviving cosmic cycles long before the Big Bang. Quantum theories are also considered. Could entanglement, superposition, or nonlinear temporal phenomena play a role in sustaining its steady glow? These hypotheses stretch both the limits of imagination and the rigor of scientific inquiry, positioning the impossible star at a nexus where observation, theory, and speculation intersect. It becomes a focal point where human curiosity meets the unknown, forcing a confrontation with the boundaries of comprehension and the extraordinary persistence of cosmic phenomena. The human response is as profound as the scientific implications. Researchers oscillate between awe, obsession, exhilaration, and humility. Many dedicate endless nights recalculating models, analyzing spectral data, and running simulations, only to witness the star unchanged in its defiance of expectation. Philosophers and cosmologists consider the deeper implications. If a star can endure beyond conventional cosmic timelines, what does this suggest about causality, the persistence of energy, and the memory of the universe? Could its photons serve as cosmic messengers, carrying imprints of events from previous epochs for those capable of decoding them? The impossible star transforms from a subject of scientific investigation into a symbol of human curiosity, resilience, and the tension between known and unknown, between empirical knowledge and wonder. Cinematic sequences accentuate scale, intimacy, and emotional resonance. Time-lapse imagery captures galaxies rotating elegantly, supernova remnants dispersing into the void, and vast filaments of cosmic dust stretching across light years, all juxtaposed with the star's singular, unchanging pulse. Its constancy amidst the swirling chaos of the universe underscores endurance and resilience, framing the star as both extraordinary and contemplative. Observers on Earth, silhouetted against the glow of monitors and telescope lenses, provide a relatable human element, bridging the immensity of space with the intimate experience of witnessing the unknown. The star is at once distant and personally affecting, alien yet deeply compelling in the sense of awe it evokes. The narration integrates scientific observation with philosophical reflection. To witness a star that defies time, the voice intones, is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the vast potential of imagination. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown in ways that challenge intellect while inspiring wonder. The impossible star embodies this duality, serving as both object of study and symbol of cosmic mystery, reminding humanity that curiosity, patience, and reflection are as vital as observation and analysis. Its presence invites contemplation not only about the mechanics of the universe but also about endurance, persistence, and the subtle poetry of cosmic anomalies. The implications for physics and cosmology are profound. A star that resists decay beyond expected lifespans challenges assumptions about entropy, energy conservation, and the life cycles of stars. Could stabilizing forces exist that preserve relics from previous cosmic cycles, or energy flows that remain undetectable with current instrumentation? Might this star itself act as a repository of ancient cosmic memory, preserving information from epochs long vanished? Such questions push human comprehension to the edge, requiring a delicate balance of empirical investigation, imaginative reasoning, and intellectual humility. Observers are confronted with phenomena that may remain beyond full understanding while simultaneously inspiring the pursuit of knowledge. Human engagement deepens alongside ongoing research. International teams coordinate their efforts, sharing data and debating theories across continents. The urgency to understand the star's anomaly is tempered by the deliberate patience required by scientific methodology. Interviews reveal the emotional landscape of those involved. Exhilaration, reverence, frustration, and obsession, all intertwined, illustrating that scientific inquiry is inseparable from human emotion, creativity, and determination. These narratives underscore that the pursuit of understanding the universe is as much a human endeavor as a technical one. Visual sequences continue to reinforce scale, depth, and resonance. Galaxies, nebulae, and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate over eons, contrasted with the steady pulse of the impossible star. Its light threads through vast structures, connecting ancient history to the present moment of observation. Human researchers follow its path with telescopes, aware that they are witnessing a story spanning billions of years, a narrative that challenges perception, comprehension, and imagination. The star's persistence highlights that the universe, while governed by laws, is capable of enduring anomalies, offering lessons in resilience, continuity, and cosmic wonder. The section concludes with reflection on perspective, meaning, and the sublime. In the glow of the impossible star, the narration intones, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself. It teaches that even in a universe governed by immutable laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility, imagination, and the courage to dream. As the section draws to a close, the camera slowly pulls back to reveal the star as a solitary point of light against the infinite expanse of space, its pulse radiating across unimaginable distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star is a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of comprehension. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has revealed itself as one of the most extraordinary discoveries in the history of astronomy, a phenomenon that challenges both the limits of scientific understanding and the boundaries of imagination. Its light, unwavering and ancient, has traversed billions of years to reach Earth, arriving not merely as a point of brightness in the night sky, but as a cosmic enigma that defies expectation. From the very first observations, scientists were struck by its persistent luminosity, burning steadily despite having long ago exhausted the nuclear fuel predicted by conventional models of stellar evolution. Each spectral measurement, each photon collected by the most advanced telescopes, carries evidence of a history that should have ended eons ago, and yet continues unabated. Its chemical composition includes elements and isotopes that, according to current physics, should no longer exist, hinting at processes that predate the formation of galaxies, the cosmic microwave background, and perhaps even the known age of the universe itself. This section explores the growing awareness within the scientific community that they are witnessing something unprecedented, a singular anomaly that challenges not only models of stellar life cycles but also fundamental assumptions about time, energy, and the persistence of matter in the cosmos. Visuals immerse the viewer in the vastness and majesty of space, reinforcing the enormity of the discovery. Galaxies spiral gracefully, nebulae glow in ethereal waves of color, and black holes bend light and warp spacetime in slow, deliberate arcs. Amidst this cosmic panorama, the impossible star shines as a solitary, unwavering beacon, a tiny point of light with significance that dwarfs its apparent size. Observatories on Earth and in orbit coordinate efforts to capture every nuance of its emissions across the electromagnetic spectrum. Optical telescopes track subtle variations in brightness, radio arrays detect faint signals, and space-based instruments measure X-ray and infrared outputs. Each layer of observation adds complexity, revealing patterns and behaviors that contradict established theories and demand new models of understanding. Its persistence, luminosity, and elemental makeup suggest that unknown forces or processes may be sustaining it, forcing humanity to rethink what it knows about the life cycles of stars and the laws that govern the universe. Theoretical speculation stretches the boundaries of imagination as scientists seek to understand the impossible. Some propose that the star could be drawing energy from dark matter or dark energy, interacting with invisible forces that stabilize its existence in ways beyond current detection. Others consider it might be a relic from a previous universe, surviving cosmic cycles that predate the Big Bang as currently understood. Quantum effects are also explored. Could entanglement, superposition, or nonlinear temporal interactions play subtle roles in maintaining the star's persistent glow? These hypotheses push the limits of both observation and imagination, placing the star at the intersection of known physics and speculative theory, where empirical evidence meets profound mystery. It is a nexus where human curiosity and cosmic reality collide, forcing observers to confront the edges of comprehension. The human element is as compelling as the science itself. Researchers experience a complex mixture of awe, obsession, exhilaration, and humility. Some spend endless nights recalculating models, analyzing spectral data, and running simulations, only to witness the star unchanged, steadfast in its defiance of expectation. Philosophers and theorists ponder the existential implications. If a star can persist outside the constraints of conventional cosmic timelines, what does this reveal about causality, the flow of time, and the memory of the universe? Could the photons emitted carry imprints of previous cosmic epochs, encoding information about events that occurred billions of years ago? The impossible star transforms from a subject of scientific inquiry into a symbol of human curiosity and imagination, reflecting the tension between knowledge and the unknown, the observable and the unfathomable. Cinematic sequences highlight both scale and intimacy. Time-lapse footage captures galaxies rotating slowly, supernova remnants dispersing into the void, and filaments of cosmic dust stretching across unimaginable distances, all set against the star's persistent, steady pulse. Its constancy amidst the chaos of the cosmos emphasizes resilience, continuity, and endurance, framing the star as an extraordinary presence worthy of contemplation. Human observers, silhouetted against glowing monitors and telescope lenses, provide a relatable sense of scale, bridging the vastness of space with the personal experience of witnessing something truly anomalous. The star is at once distant and intimately affecting, alien yet deeply familiar in the sense of wonder it evokes. Narration intertwines scientific observation with philosophical reflection. To witness a star that defies time, the voice intones, is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the vast potential of imagination. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown in ways that challenge intellect while inspiring awe. The impossible star embodies this duality, functioning both as a subject of study and as a symbol of wonder, reminding humanity that curiosity, patience, and reflection are as essential as observation and analysis. Its presence compels thought not only about the mechanics of the universe but also about the endurance of anomalies, the persistence of energy, and the subtle poetry inherent in cosmic phenomena. The implications for cosmology and physics are profound. A star that resists decay and persists beyond predicted timelines challenges assumptions about entropy, stellar life cycles, and the universality of known physical laws. Could there exist hidden stabilizing forces, mechanisms that preserve relics of previous cosmic cycles, or energy flows invisible to contemporary instruments? Might this star itself represent a cosmic memory, preserving information from epochs lost to time and space? Such questions push the boundaries of human understanding, requiring a delicate balance between rigorous observation, speculative reasoning, and intellectual humility. Observers must confront the possibility that some phenomena may remain beyond complete comprehension, at least for now, while continuing to pursue understanding with discipline and curiosity. Human engagement deepens alongside ongoing investigation. International teams coordinate research, sharing data and debating theories across continents. The urgency to comprehend the star's anomalies is tempered by the patience required by scientific rigor. Interviews reveal the emotional landscape of those involved. Exhilaration, awe, frustration, and reverence intertwine, illustrating the human stakes in confronting a mystery that could redefine understanding of the universe. These narratives emphasize that the pursuit of knowledge is inseparable from human emotion, creativity, and the relentless drive to explore the unknown. Visual storytelling reinforces scale, depth, and resonance. Galaxies, supernova remnants, and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate over eons, contrasted against the star's singular, steady pulse. Its light threads through vast cosmic structures, connecting the distant past to the observer's present. Human researchers follow its trajectory, aware they are witnessing a story that spans billions of years, a narrative that challenges perception, comprehension, and imagination. The star's constancy serves as a reminder that the universe, while governed by physical laws, is capable of enduring anomalies, offering lessons in resilience, continuity, and cosmic wonder. The section concludes with reflection on perspective, meaning, and the sublime. In the glow of the impossible star, the narration intones, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself. It teaches that even in a universe governed by immutable laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility, imagination, and the courage to dream. As the section draws to a close, the camera pulls back to reveal the star as a solitary point of light against the infinite expanse of space, its pulse radiating across unfathomable distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star stands as a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of comprehension. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has emerged as one of the most confounding and fascinating discoveries in the history of astrophysics, a celestial enigma whose very existence challenges humanity's understanding of the universe. From the moment its light first reached Earth, astronomers and physicists were confronted with a phenomenon that defied expectation and demanded investigation. Its steady luminosity, persisting over billions of years, seemed impossible given the star's mass, composition, and estimated age. Conventional models of stellar evolution predicted that it should have exhausted its nuclear fuel long ago, yet it continued to burn with a consistent, radiant glow. Every photon it emits carries with it the story of a cosmic history that predates galaxies, stretching back into epochs that challenge the very concept of time. This section explores the star's discovery, the initial shock within the scientific community, and the unfolding realization that this was no ordinary celestial object, but a singular anomaly that would reshape understanding and imagination alike. Visual storytelling is central to conveying the scope of this phenomenon. Sweeping shots of galaxies rotating in grand spirals, nebulae glowing in soft pastel colors, and black holes warping the fabric of spacetime provide a cosmic backdrop against which the impossible star shines with unwavering intensity. Its light, a solitary beacon in the vast darkness, is meticulously captured by observatories around the world. Optical telescopes record its visible emissions, radio arrays detect subtle fluctuations, and space-based instruments capture X-ray and infrared spectra. Each observation layer adds complexity, revealing patterns that do not fit conventional expectations. Its energy output fluctuates minutely yet consistently, and its chemical composition contains isotopes and elements that should no longer exist, suggesting a history older than known cosmic structures. The scientific community grapples with the implications. Some hypothesize that the star is tapping into exotic forms of energy, perhaps interacting with dark matter or dark energy in ways that sustain its improbable existence. Others consider whether it may be a relic from a previous universe, a survivor of a cosmic cycle that existed before the Big Bang as understood in current cosmology. Quantum possibilities also emerge. Could superposition, entanglement, or temporal nonlinearity be subtly influencing its persistent glow? These theories stretch the limits of human understanding while remaining grounded in empirical observation, forcing researchers to confront the edges of known physics and the vast unknown beyond. The human element of discovery is as compelling as the science itself. Teams of astronomers, astrophysicists, and cosmologists experience a mixture of exhilaration, doubt, and awe as they wrestle with the star's anomalies. Researchers spend countless nights recalculating models, analyzing spectral data, and running simulations, yet the star remains steadfast. Philosophers and theoreticians reflect on the broader implications. If a star can exist outside the constraints of expected timelines, what does this suggest about causality, the memory of the universe, and the nature of time itself? Could its photons carry imprints of prior cosmic epochs, encoding information about events far beyond current human comprehension? The impossible star becomes more than an object of study. It becomes a catalyst for reflection on the limits of knowledge, the persistence of mystery, and the enduring human drive to understand the cosmos. Cinematic sequences emphasize both scale and intimacy. Time-lapse imagery captures galaxies rotating gracefully, supernova remnants dispersing into the void, and filaments of cosmic dust stretching across vast distances, all contrasted by the star's singular, steady pulse. Its constancy amidst the chaos of the universe highlights themes of endurance and resilience, framing the star as both extraordinary and contemplative. Observers on Earth, silhouetted against the glow of monitors and telescopes, provide scale, reminding viewers of humanity's relative smallness in the cosmic order while emphasizing the personal and emotional connection that drives scientific inquiry. Narration weaves together science and philosophy, emphasizing the profound mystery of the star. To encounter a star that defies time, the voice intones, is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the vast potential of imagination. Some truths lie beyond calculation, some phenomena endure beyond explanation, and some mysteries illuminate the unknown in ways that challenge intellect while inspiring awe. The impossible star embodies this duality, simultaneously a subject of empirical study and a symbol of wonder, reminding humanity that curiosity, reflection, and patience are as crucial as observation. Its existence compels consideration not only of cosmic mechanics but also of endurance, persistence, and the subtle poetry inherent in the universe. The implications for astrophysics are profound. A star that resists decay beyond expected timelines challenges the universality of known physical laws. Could there exist stabilizing forces, mechanisms that preserve relics of past cosmic cycles, or energy flows invisible to current instrumentation? Could the star itself represent a cosmic memory, a repository of ancient information preserved against entropy? These questions push the boundaries of human understanding, demanding both rigorous scientific inquiry and imaginative speculation. Observers must navigate the tension between knowledge and uncertainty, blending empirical measurement with philosophical reflection, and embracing the humility that comes with confronting phenomena that surpass comprehension. The narrative also delves into the collaborative efforts and human drama surrounding the star's study. International teams coordinate their research, sharing data and debating theories in real time across continents. The urgency of understanding is juxtaposed with the careful deliberation required by scientific rigor. Interviews reveal researchers' emotional landscapes. Exhilaration, awe, frustration, obsession, and reverence all intertwine, illustrating the human stakes in confronting a mystery that could redefine the cosmos. These personal stories underscore the inseparability of scientific discovery from human emotion, creativity, and the drive to seek understanding even in the face of overwhelming complexity. Visual sequences deepen the sense of scale and resonance. Galaxies, nebulae, and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate in time-lapse across eons, contrasted with the singular pulse of the impossible star. Its light threads through these vast structures, connecting ancient cosmic history to the present moment of observation. Human observers follow its trajectory with telescopes, aware that they are witnessing a story that spans billions of years, a narrative that challenges perception, understanding, and imagination alike. The star's constancy serves as a reminder that the universe, while governed by laws, is also capable of enduring anomalies, offering lessons in resilience, continuity, and the sublime. The section culminates in reflection on the philosophical and existential significance of the star. In the glow of the impossible star, the narration intones, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself. It teaches that even in a universe governed by immutable laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility, imagination, and the courage to dream. As the section closes, the camera slowly pulls back to show the star as a solitary point of light amid the infinite expanse of space, its pulse radiating across unimaginable distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star is a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of comprehension. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has become a phenomenon that stretches the boundaries of both science and imagination. Its light, unwavering and ancient, has traveled across billions of years to reach Earth, arriving as both a challenge and a revelation. Scientists are confronted with a reality that seems to defy the fundamental laws of physics. The star burns steadily despite having exhausted its nuclear fuel long ago. Every photon captured, every spectral line measured, presents anomalies that cannot be reconciled with existing models of stellar evolution. Its chemical composition, filled with elements that should have decayed or fused eons ago, hints at processes that predate the formation of galaxies and even the cosmic microwave background itself. The narration frames this encounter not merely as a scientific anomaly, but as a confrontation with the nature of time, energy, and persistence in the cosmos. Humanity is faced with a star that should not exist, and yet it does, its light unwavering across incomprehensible distances and eons. Visuals immerse the viewer in the grandeur of the universe. Spiraling galaxies rotate with majestic elegance, nebulae glow in ethereal hues, and black holes bend spacetime, curving light in deliberate arcs. Within this cosmic tapestry, the impossible star pulses with serene constancy, a solitary point of brilliance threading through the vast darkness. Observatories across the globe coordinate to capture every aspect of its emissions, from radio waves to optical light, infrared, ultraviolet, and X-rays. Each measurement reinforces the star's anomalous nature, revealing energy outputs, spectral lines, and chemical signatures that defy conventional physics. Its longevity, luminosity, and apparent defiance of decay demand that scientists reconsider assumptions previously thought unassailable about stellar life cycles and the universal laws that govern them. Theoretical exploration pushes the limits of imagination. Some scientists propose that the star could be drawing energy from interactions with dark matter or dark energy, invisible forces sustaining its improbable stability. Others speculate that it might be a remnant of a pre-Big Bang universe, surviving cosmic cycles lost to time. Quantum phenomena are also considered. Could superposition, entanglement, or nonlinear temporal interactions play a role in the star's persistent glow? Each hypothesis stretches the boundaries of human understanding while remaining grounded in rigorous scientific reasoning. The impossible star becomes a nexus, a point where observation, theory, and wonder converge, challenging both intellect and imagination. Human reactions reflect the extraordinary nature of the phenomenon. Researchers experience a complex mix of awe, fascination, obsession, and humility. Some spend countless nights recalculating models, analyzing spectra, and simulating stellar behavior, only to witness the star remain unchanged. Philosophers and cosmologists consider the broader existential implications. If a star can persist beyond predicted cosmic timelines, what does this suggest about causality, the flow of time, and the memory of the universe? Could photons themselves act as repositories of cosmic history, preserving fragments of past epochs for observers capable of deciphering them? The impossible star becomes more than an object of study. It is a mirror reflecting humanity's curiosity, humility, and the tension between knowledge and wonder. Visual storytelling emphasizes both scale and intimacy. Time-lapse sequences show galaxies rotating in slow, elegant arcs, supernova remnants dispersing into the void, and cosmic filaments stretching across unimaginable distances, all juxtaposed with the star's singular pulse. The contrast between chaotic cosmic evolution and persistent constancy underscores both fragility and endurance, highlighting the star's extraordinary nature. Observers on Earth, silhouetted against glowing monitors and telescopes, bridge the gulf between incomprehensible cosmic vastness and the personal experience of witnessing the unknown. The star is simultaneously distant and intimate, alien yet profoundly affecting, inviting reflection, curiosity, and contemplation. The narration intertwines scientific observation with philosophical inquiry. To witness a star that defies time, the voice intones, is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the vast potential of imagination. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown, challenging intellect while inspiring wonder. The impossible star embodies this duality, serving as both symbol and guide, reminding humanity that curiosity, patience, and reflection are as essential as empirical observation. Its presence demands consideration not only of mechanics and energy but also of endurance, persistence, and the capacity for the cosmos to surprise. The implications for physics and cosmology are profound. If a star can resist decay when conventional models predict extinction, the universality of entropy comes into question. Unknown stabilizing forces may exist, preserving relics of past cycles. There could be undetected energy flows sustaining structures otherwise expected to dissipate. The star may even represent a cosmic memory, a relic preserved through mechanisms still beyond human understanding. These questions push human comprehension to the edge, where observation, analysis, and imagination must coexist, and humility is required alongside intellect. Human engagement deepens alongside scientific investigation. Teams of researchers oscillate between awe, reverence, and intellectual obsession. Some interpret the star as a symbol of continuity, endurance, and cosmic resilience, a luminous thread linking the distant past with the present. Others are consumed by the challenge of reconciling observation with theory, aware that one anomaly might require a paradigm shift in astrophysics. Interviews reveal a landscape of emotion, exhilaration, humility, wonder, and frustration intertwining in the pursuit of understanding a phenomenon beyond prior experience and expectation. Cinematic visuals further amplify scale and resonance. Galaxies, supernova remnants, and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate over eons in sweeping time-lapse sequences, contrasted with the steady pulse of the impossible star. Its light threads through the immense structures of the universe, connecting ancient history to the observer's present moment. Human researchers follow its path, conscious that they are witnessing a story that spans billions of years, challenging both perception and imagination. The narration concludes with reflection on perspective, meaning, and cosmic wonder. In the enduring glow of the impossible star, the voice says, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the universe itself. It teaches that even in a cosmos governed by immutable laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from patience, humility, and imagination. As the section closes, the camera slowly pulls back to show the star as a solitary point of light amid the infinite cosmic expanse, its pulse radiating across unimaginable distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation, The impossible star is a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of knowledge. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has grown from a scientific curiosity into a phenomenon that challenges the very foundations of human understanding. Its light, unwavering and ancient, has traveled billions of years to reach Earth, arriving as both a beacon and a profound enigma. Observers are confronted with a reality that defies the principles of stellar physics. The star burns steadily despite having exhausted the nuclear fuel that should have ended its life billions of years ago. Every spectral measurement, every photon captured by telescopes, reveals anomalies that cannot be reconciled with current models of stellar evolution. Its chemical composition includes elements and isotopes that should have decayed or fused long ago, hinting at processes that predate the formation of galaxies and even the cosmic microwave background. The narration frames this encounter not simply as a scientific puzzle, but as a confrontation with the very nature of time, matter, and the persistence of energy in the cosmos. Humanity is faced with a star that should not exist, and yet it does, unwavering and radiant across eons. Visuals expand the scale of the narrative, immersing viewers in the grandeur of the universe. Galaxies spiral in intricate formations, nebulae glow with ethereal hues, and black holes distort spacetime, bending light in slow, deliberate arcs. Amid this cosmic theater, the impossible star pulses steadily, a solitary point of brilliance threading through the vast darkness. Observatories across the globe coordinate their observations, capturing emissions across the full electromagnetic spectrum: radio waves, optical light, infrared, ultraviolet, and X-rays. Each dataset reinforces the star's anomalous nature, highlighting energy outputs, spectral lines, and chemical compositions that challenge conventional physics. Its persistence, luminosity, and apparent defiance of decay demand a re-evaluation of long-held assumptions about stellar life cycles and the laws of thermodynamics. Scientists explore extraordinary hypotheses in search of explanations. Some suggest the star could harness energy from dark matter or dark energy, maintaining its improbable stability through processes as yet undetectable. Others propose it might be a remnant from a universe preceding our own, surviving cycles of cosmic creation and collapse. Quantum phenomena are also considered. Could macroscopic entanglement, nonlinear temporal interactions, or superposition play a role in sustaining its glow? Each hypothesis stretches the limits of imagination while remaining grounded in scientific inquiry, placing the impossible star at a nexus where observation, theory, and speculation converge. It challenges not only the framework of physics but also the scope of human imagination. The human response to the star is as complex as the phenomenon itself. Researchers experience a spectrum of emotions: awe, fascination, obsession, and humility. Some dedicate endless nights recalculating models, analyzing spectra, and simulating stellar behavior, only to find the star unchanged by human expectation. Philosophers and cosmologists ponder the broader implications. If a star can persist beyond the timelines predicted by conventional physics, what does this imply about causality, the flow of time, and the memory of the universe? Could photons act as repositories of cosmic history, preserving information from previous cosmic epochs, awaiting observers capable of decoding them? The impossible star becomes more than a celestial object. It becomes a mirror reflecting human curiosity, resilience, and the tension between knowledge and wonder. Visual storytelling amplifies both scale and intimacy. Time-lapse sequences capture galaxies rotating in slow, elegant arcs, supernova remnants dispersing across the void, and cosmic filaments stretching across unimaginable distances, all juxtaposed with the star's singular, steady pulse. The contrast between cosmic chaos and persistent constancy underscores both fragility and endurance, emphasizing the star's extraordinary nature. Observers on Earth, silhouetted against the glow of monitors and telescope lenses, bridge the vastness of space with the immediacy of human experience. The star is simultaneously distant and intimate, alien yet profoundly affecting, compelling reflection and engagement. The narration ties scientific observation to philosophical inquiry. To witness a star that defies time, it intones, is to confront the limits of understanding and the vast potential of imagination. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown in ways that challenge both intellect and perception. The impossible star embodies this duality, serving as both symbol and teacher, reminding humanity that curiosity and reflection are as essential as observation and measurement. Its existence demands consideration not only of the mechanics of the universe but also of the nature of wonder, endurance, and possibility. The section explores the implications for physics and cosmology in greater depth. If a star can resist decay and persist when conventional models predict its extinction, the universality of entropy comes into question. Could there be unknown stabilizing forces within the cosmos? Might energy flows exist that elude detection, sustaining structures that would otherwise dissipate? Could this star be evidence of a hidden memory within the universe, a relic from prior cosmic cycles? These questions push human understanding to the edge, where rigorous observation must coexist with speculative reasoning, and humility is as necessary as intellect. Human engagement deepens as discovery and inquiry unfold. Teams of researchers experience awe, reverence, and intellectual obsession. Some see the star as a symbol of cosmic continuity, resilience, and endurance, a luminous thread connecting the ancient past with the present. Others find themselves consumed by the challenge of reconciling observation with established theory, recognizing that a single anomaly may demand a paradigm shift in understanding stellar physics. Interviews capture this emotional landscape: exhilaration, humility, and wonder intertwined with frustration and the relentless drive to comprehend the incomprehensible. Cinematic visuals emphasize scale, detail, and emotional resonance. Galaxies and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate in time-lapse sequences spanning eons, all contrasted with the steady pulse of the impossible star. Its light threads through vast structures, connecting the distant past to the observer's present moment. Human researchers track its journey, aware that they are witnessing a story that spans billions of years, challenging both perception and imagination. The narration culminates in reflection on perspective, meaning, and cosmic wonder. In the enduring glow of the impossible star, the voice says, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the universe itself. It teaches that even in a cosmos governed by immutable laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to the human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility, patience, and imagination. As the section concludes, the camera pulls back to show the star as a solitary point of light amid the infinite cosmic expanse, its pulse radiating across unimaginable distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star is a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of comprehension. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has become more than a scientific anomaly. It has evolved into a symbol of cosmic endurance, mystery, and the limits of human understanding. Its light, unwavering and ancient, has traveled billions of years across the vast expanse of space to reach Earth, arriving as both a beacon and a challenge. Scientists are confronted with a celestial body that defies the most fundamental principles of stellar physics. It burns steadily despite the passage of time that should have extinguished its nuclear fuel long ago. Each spectral line, each photon, reveals anomalies that contradict every known model of stellar evolution. Its chemical composition suggests processes that predate galaxies, even stretching back beyond the cosmic microwave background, implying a history older than the universe as humanity understands it. The narration frames this encounter not merely as a scientific puzzle but as a profound confrontation with the boundaries of knowledge, time, and the very nature of existence. Humanity faces a star that should not exist, and yet it does, demanding recognition, study, and reflection. Visuals immerse the audience in the staggering scale of the cosmos. Swirling galaxies rotate in intricate patterns, nebulae glow in ethereal colors, and black holes warp the very fabric of spacetime. Amid this celestial grandeur, the impossible star pulses with a steady, serene brilliance, its photons carrying whispers of cosmic history across the void. Observatories around the globe coordinate to capture every nuance of its emissions. Radio arrays detect faint signals, optical telescopes trace spectral lines, and space-based instruments measure energy output across X-ray and infrared wavelengths. Every observation reinforces the star's anomaly, presenting data that defy conventional physics. Its energy output, longevity, and elemental composition suggest unknown mechanisms sustaining it, forcing scientists to rethink principles they once assumed universal. Theoretical exploration reaches unprecedented levels of complexity and imagination. Some scientists propose that the star may draw energy from interactions with dark matter or dark energy, mechanisms undetectable yet sufficient to maintain its improbable luminosity. Others suggest it could be a remnant from a pre-Big Bang universe, surviving cycles of cosmic creation and collapse. Quantum considerations emerge. Could entanglement, superposition, or nonlinear temporal effects influence its persistent glow? Each hypothesis challenges the limits of both imagination and scientific rigor, positioning the impossible star as a nexus where observation, theory, and wonder intersect. It is at this junction that humanity confronts the edge of understanding, realizing that some phenomena cannot be fully reconciled with existing frameworks. The human response is as complex as the science itself. Researchers oscillate between awe, obsession, exhilaration, and trepidation. Some dedicate countless hours recalculating models, analyzing spectra, and running simulations, only to find the star unchanged by human expectation. Philosophers and cosmologists reflect on broader implications. If a star can persist beyond conventional cosmic timelines, what does it reveal about causality, the flow of time, and the memory of the universe? Could photons act as repositories of cosmic history, preserving information from previous epochs for those patient and observant enough to decipher them? The impossible star becomes more than an object of study, it is a mirror reflecting human curiosity, humility, and imagination, forcing observers to reckon with the limits of perception and knowledge. Visual storytelling emphasizes scale, intimacy, and emotional resonance. Time-lapse sequences depict galaxies spinning in slow elegance, supernova remnants dispersing into the void, and cosmic filaments stretching across light years, all anchored by the star's persistent pulse. The contrast between the chaotic evolution of the cosmos and the singular constancy of the star underscores both fragility and resilience, highlighting its extraordinary nature. Human observers, silhouetted against glowing monitors and telescopes, provide a point of connection, bridging the incomprehensible magnitude of space with the personal experience of witnessing the unknown. The star is simultaneously small and monumental, distant yet deeply affecting, inviting reflection and engagement. The narration draws connections between scientific observation and philosophical contemplation. To witness a star that defies time is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the expansive reach of imagination, the voice intones. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown, challenging assumptions while inspiring wonder. The impossible star embodies these ideas, becoming both symbol and guide, reminding humanity that curiosity and reflection are as vital as empirical measurement. Its presence demands that observers think not only about how the universe works but also about why it may surprise, persist, and endure. The section explores the implications for cosmology and physics. If a star can resist decay and persist when all known models predict extinction, the universality of physical laws comes into question. Could unknown stabilizing forces exist in the universe, preserving relics of previous cycles? Could there be energy flows beyond detection that sustain this star? These questions push human understanding to the edge, blending empirical observation with speculative reasoning. Observers must balance rigorous analysis with humility, recognizing that some phenomena may remain inexplicable, at least for now. Human engagement deepens as the discovery unfolds. Researchers report feelings of reverence, obsession, and profound curiosity. Some see the star as a symbol of endurance, continuity, and cosmic resilience. Others become consumed by the challenge of reconciling observation with theory, recognizing that this singular object may require a paradigm shift in astrophysics. Interviews capture a landscape of human emotion, awe, frustration, exhilaration, and humility intertwined in the pursuit of understanding something beyond previous experience and expectation. Cinematic visuals continue to reinforce the narrative. Galaxies and cosmic filaments evolve and rotate over eons, contrasted with the star's singular, unyielding pulse. Its light threads through the vast structures of the universe, connecting ancient history to the present moment of observation. Observers track its path with telescopes, aware they are witnessing a story spanning billions of years, one that challenges perception and inspires reflection. The narration culminates in a meditation on perspective, meaning, and cosmic wonder. In the enduring glow of the impossible star, we confront persistence beyond comprehension, defiance against decay, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself, the voice says. It teaches that even in a universe governed by laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental to human experience as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility, patience, and imagination. As the section concludes, the camera gradually pulls back to reveal the star as a solitary point of light in the infinite expanse of space, its pulse radiating across cosmic distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star stands as a testament to the universe's capacity to endure, to surprise, and to inspire. It is a beacon of resilience, mystery, and cosmic wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of knowledge. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more magnificent than we can fully grasp, and that our quest for understanding is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star has evolved from a distant curiosity into a phenomenon that challenges every foundation of human understanding. Its light, unwavering and ancient, has traveled across billions of years, reaching the instruments of scientists on Earth as both a beacon and an enigma. Researchers are confronted with a reality that defies the laws of physics as they know them. The star burns steadily despite having exhausted the fuel that, according to conventional stellar models, should have long since run out. Every spectral line, every photon, reveals anomalies that cannot be reconciled with current knowledge. Its chemical composition, dominated by elements that should have been fused or decayed billions of years ago, hints at a history that predates galaxies, even predating the cosmic microwave background. The narration frames this encounter as one not only with a celestial anomaly but with a challenge to the very nature of time, matter, and persistence in the universe. Humanity faces a star that should not exist, and yet, undeniably, it does. Visuals immerse the viewer in the immense scale of the cosmos. Galaxies spiral in intricate patterns, nebulae glow in ethereal hues, and black holes warp spacetime with slow, deliberate intensity. Amid this grandeur, the impossible star pulses with serene constancy, its light traveling unbroken across eons. Observatories around the globe coordinate to capture every nuance. Radio arrays detect faint emissions, optical telescopes trace its spectral lines, and space-based observatories measure its energy output across X-ray and infrared wavelengths. Each measurement reinforces the star's anomaly, presenting patterns that defy conventional physics. Its energy output, longevity, and elemental composition suggest mechanisms beyond human comprehension, forcing scientists to reconsider the principles they once regarded as universal. Theoretical exploration stretches the imagination to its limits. Some propose the star could be drawing energy from interactions with dark matter or dark energy, sustaining its improbable luminosity. Others speculate it may be a remnant from a previous universe, surviving cosmic cycles that have long since ended. Quantum phenomena are considered. Could entanglement, superposition, or nonlinear temporal effects influence the star's persistent glow? Each hypothesis pushes the boundaries of what science dares to imagine, blending empirical rigor with speculative insight. The impossible star becomes a nexus, a point where observation, theory, and wonder converge, challenging the limits of both human understanding and imagination. Human responses reflect the profound impact of this discovery. Researchers oscillate between fascination, obsession, awe, and trepidation. Some dedicate endless nights recalculating models and analyzing spectral data, finding the star unchanged by human expectation. Philosophers ponder the broader implications. If a star can persist outside conventional cosmic timelines, what does this reveal about causality, the structure of reality, and the memory of the universe itself? Could light act as a repository of cosmic history, preserving fragments of past epochs for those who can observe and interpret? The impossible star becomes more than an object of study. It is a mirror reflecting the depths of curiosity, humility, and imagination inherent in humanity. Visual storytelling amplifies the sense of scale and significance. Time-lapse sequences show galaxies rotating, supernova remnants dispersing stardust, and cosmic filaments stretching like luminous threads across the void. Against this vast cosmic stage, the star's persistent pulse serves as a symbol of endurance and anomaly. The contrast between the chaos of cosmic evolution and the star's singular stability highlights both fragility and resilience, emphasizing the extraordinary nature of this phenomenon. Human observers, silhouetted against monitors and telescopes, provide scale and intimacy, bridging the incomprehensible magnitude of space with the personal experience of witnessing the unknown. The narration explores philosophical and existential reflections alongside empirical observation. To witness a star that defies time is to confront the fragile limits of understanding and the expansive reach of imagination, the voice intones. Some truths exist beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown, challenging our assumptions and inspiring wonder. The impossible star becomes a symbol of endurance, resilience, and the persistence of mystery. It reminds humanity that the universe is not merely a collection of predictable systems, but a realm where anomalies endure and invite reflection, speculation, and awe. The section delves into the implications for cosmology and physics. If a star can resist entropy and survive processes that should have extinguished it, the universality of known physical laws comes into question. Could there be unknown stabilizing forces in the universe, mechanisms that preserve relics of past cycles, or energy flows that escape detection? These questions push human understanding to the edge of speculation, where science intersects with philosophy. Observers are compelled to navigate uncertainty, balancing meticulous observation with the humility to accept that not all phenomena can yet be explained. Human reactions continue to evolve in tandem with scientific insight. Teams of researchers report feelings of reverence, obsession, and profound curiosity. Some view the star as a testament to cosmic endurance, a symbol of continuity across time and space. Others are driven to the brink of intellectual obsession, challenged by the stark discrepancy between observation and established theory. Interviews reveal a landscape of emotion that blends awe, frustration, and exhilaration, highlighting the human drive to engage with phenomena that exceed comprehension. Cinematic visuals reinforce both scale and intimacy. Galaxies and cosmic filaments rotate and evolve over eons in sweeping time-lapse sequences, contrasted with the star's singular pulse. Its light threads through the vast structures of the universe, connecting the ancient past to the present moment of observation. Observers trace its path with telescopic lenses, aware that they are witnessing a story that spans billions of years, a narrative that surpasses human lifetimes and challenges perception. The narration culminates in a meditation on meaning and perspective. In the enduring glow of the impossible star, we confront the persistence of mystery, the defiance of decay, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself, it says. It teaches that anomalies endure even in a universe governed by laws. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as fundamental as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from humility and imagination. As the section closes, the camera pulls back to reveal the star as a solitary, luminous point against the infinite expanse of space, its pulse radiating across cosmic distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with profound mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and reflection. The impossible star stands as a testament to the universe's capacity to endure and surprise. It is a beacon of cosmic resilience and wonder, calling humanity to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of comprehension. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more wondrous than we can ever fully grasp, and that the pursuit of knowledge is inseparable from the courage to dream. The impossible star now stands as a phenomenon that defies every expectation humanity has held about the cosmos. Its light, unwavering and ancient, has traversed billions of years, reaching telescopes on Earth as both a beacon and a puzzle. Scientists are confronted with the undeniable truth that their understanding of stellar physics is incomplete. The star burns steadily despite predictions that it should have exhausted its nuclear fuel eons ago. Every spectral analysis, every photometric measurement, deepens the sense of impossibility. Its chemical composition, dominated by elements that should have decayed or fused long ago, signals a history older than galaxies, older than the cosmic microwave background. The narration frames this as an encounter not just with an anomaly but with a challenge to the very concept of time, matter, and persistence in the universe. Humanity is confronted with a star that should not exist, and yet does. Visuals take the viewer on a journey across cosmic scales, juxtaposing the single pinpoint of the impossible star against the vastness of the universe. Superclusters of galaxies rotate in intricate spirals, nebulae glow in ethereal waves of color, and black holes distort spacetime in slow, deliberate arcs. Through it all, the star pulses with serene constancy, its photons carrying whispers of cosmic history across the void. Observatories from every continent and orbiting platforms coordinate their observations to capture the full breadth of its emissions. Instruments measure in X-rays, ultraviolet, infrared, and radio, building a multidimensional profile that confounds existing models. Each new dataset reinforces the star's anomalous nature, challenging assumptions about physics, cosmology, and the life cycles of celestial bodies. Scientists debate explanations that border on the extraordinary. Could the star be drawing energy from a source previously unknown, interacting with dark matter or dark energy to maintain its improbable stability? Could it be a survivor of a universe before our own, a remnant from cosmic cycles lost to time? Quantum phenomena are considered as well. Superposition, entanglement, and temporal nonlinearity might play subtle roles in its persistent glow. Each hypothesis stretches the boundaries of imagination while maintaining rigorous scientific inquiry. The impossible star becomes a nexus where observation meets speculation, where knowledge collides with wonder, and where curiosity is tested against the enormity of the cosmos. The human dimension of this discovery is profound. Researchers oscillate between exhilaration, doubt, and awe. Some devote endless nights recalculating stellar models, analyzing spectra, and rerunning simulations, only to find the star's behavior unchanged. Philosophers, cosmologists, and theoretical physicists alike reflect on the broader existential implications. If a star can persist beyond expected timelines, what does it reveal about causality, memory, and the flow of cosmic history? Could it suggest that the universe retains fragments of previous cycles, encoded in light and matter, waiting for an observer to notice? These reflections remind humanity that the pursuit of knowledge is inseparable from the wonder and humility it inspires. Visual storytelling reinforces the narrative's emotional and intellectual weight. Time-lapse sequences show galaxies spinning, supernova remnants scattering stardust, and cosmic filaments stretching across the void, all anchored by the star's persistent pulse. The contrast between cosmic chaos and singular constancy emphasizes endurance, stability, and the subtle poetry of existence. Human observers, silhouetted against glowing monitors and telescopes, provide scale and intimacy, bridging the gap between our world and the incomprehensible vastness of space. The impossible star is at once small and monumental, distant yet deeply affecting. The narration draws connections between scientific observation and philosophical inquiry. To witness such a star is to confront the delicate tension between certainty and imagination, the voice intones. Some truths lie beyond calculation, some mysteries endure beyond explanation, and some phenomena illuminate the unknown in ways that challenge the boundaries of human understanding. The star becomes both guide and teacher, reminding humanity that curiosity and reflection are as essential as empirical measurement. Its existence demands that observers think not only about how the universe works, but about why it might surprise, persist, and endure. The section delves into the possible implications for cosmology and physics. If a star can resist the expected decay of time, it challenges the universality of entropy, the predictability of stellar life cycles, and even the linear progression of cosmic events. Could this star hint at unknown stabilizing forces in the universe? Could it point toward mechanisms by which the cosmos preserves relics of previous cycles, or energy flows that escape current detection? Each question extends the boundaries of human inquiry, blending rigorous science with speculative philosophy. Observers are forced to embrace uncertainty while maintaining the discipline of observation, a delicate balance between rigor and imagination. Human reaction continues to evolve alongside scientific insight. Teams of researchers report a mix of reverence and obsession. Some are captivated by the star's impossible endurance, seeing it as a symbol of cosmic resilience and continuity. Others are consumed by the challenge of reconciling observation with theory, recognizing that this single star may demand a paradigm shift in astrophysics. Interviews reveal the emotional landscape. Wonder, humility, frustration, and exhilaration intertwine in the pursuit of understanding something that surpasses previous experience and expectation. Cinematic visuals intensify the sense of scale and permanence. Galaxies, black holes, and cosmic filaments rotate and evolve over eons in sweeping time-lapse, all contrasted by the impossible star's quiet, unyielding pulse. Its light threads through these vast structures like a silver cord, connecting the ancient and the present, the understood and the unknown. Observers trace its path, aware that they are participating in a story that unfolds across billions of years and countless light-years, a story that surpasses individual and collective human comprehension. The narration culminates in a reflection on meaning and perspective. In the enduring glow of the impossible star, we encounter defiance against decay, persistence beyond understanding, and the quiet majesty of the cosmos itself, it says. It teaches that even in a universe governed by laws, anomalies endure. They challenge, inspire, and illuminate, reminding us that wonder is as essential to human perception as knowledge, and that the pursuit of understanding is inseparable from the humility to recognize how much remains unknown. As the section draws to its final moments, the camera pulls back to show the star as a solitary, luminous point amidst the infinite expanse of space, its faint pulse radiating across cosmic distances. Music swells, ethereal and haunting, blending serenity with a profound sense of mystery. The narration leaves the audience suspended in awe and contemplation. The impossible star stands as a testament to the universe's capacity to surprise and endure. It is a beacon of mystery, resilience, and cosmic wonder, calling us to observe, reflect, and imagine beyond the limits of what we think we know. In its light, we are reminded that the cosmos is larger, stranger, and more beautiful than we can ever fully grasp.